Let's go across to some breaking news coming in. This one coming in from Gujarat. Straight to the news now. 7 construction workers have been killed when a wall collapsed on them at a construction site in Gujarat's Mehsana district. A rescue operation is underway, fearing that more workers could be trapped under the debris. These are some reports coming in. In Gujarat's Mehsana, these visuals came in a few minutes into our newsroom. 7 construction workers have been killed following a wall collapse at a construction site. Latest pictures that came in, some of them are disturbing visuals, ladies and gentlemen, so viewer discretion advised. I'm going across to Priyanka, my colleague, is joining us with the details of this wall collapse. Very few details available with us right now. The accident caused by the wall collapse in Mehsana in Gujarat is extremely sad, is what the Prime Minister has tweeted. The Prime Minister has put out a tweet on this tragedy. A few minutes back, about 40 minutes back, the Prime Minister has tweeted that the accident caused by the wall collapse in Mehsana is extremely sad. My deepest condolences to those who've lost their loved ones in this. May God give them the strength to bear this pain. Along with this, I wish for the speedy recovery of the injured. Under the supervision of the state government, the local administration is engaged in providing all possible help to the victims. The tweet that came in from the Prime Minister a few minutes ago. And those are the first pictures from the site as we get you the details of the wall collapse. This was in Mehsana, Gujarat, where 7, as of now, the details available with us is that 7 construction workers have lost their lives. That's the breaking news coming in from Mehsana in Gujarat. In fact, I'm picking up more details. This is after soil caved in at a construction site. 7 of them killed after soil caved in on them at a construction site in Gujarat's Mehsana. This was near a town called Kadi, around 37 kilometers from the district headquarters. Several laborers were digging a pit for an underground tank for a factory at Jasalpur village when loose soil caved in and buried them alive, according to the inspector there at the Kadi police station, who has confirmed that this was due to possible negligence of the construction agency or the contractor on site. 7 bodies have been recovered from what we have known. 3 to 4 laborers injured. There could be some more buried, is what the police has said, adding that a rescue operation was still ongoing. Priyanka is joining me live right now. Priyanka, we're looking at the pictures. It seems like a large-scale, project that was underway, some sort of expansion drive. But it appears from what the police have said that loose soil caved in and buried them alive. It appears prima facie that this was due to construction, supervision, or possible negligence.
Well, that's right, Niranjan. We have seen since morning, in fact, that 10 of the laborers who had been working inside of the entire site at a company called Steel Inox, where in fact in Kadi, as you very rightly pointed out, in Mehsana, where this work was being carried out. And we have seen that after the work that was being carried out, there were 10 of the laborers who were working on the ground. Post which, when the soil had caved in, we have seen that all of them had been trapped inside. Of course, we saw that the government machinery was fast at play, and we have seen that the rescue operations were being carried out. However, there was one laborer who had been rescued, and he was fortunately, his life had been saved. And he was witness, and he was giving statements as to how there was no safety that was being taken into consideration by the owners of the Steel Inox, and we are looking at how there was no safety harness that had been given. And in fact, all of the laborers had been on the ground and had been working for several of the days, and in a very dangerous condition. We can make out from the pictures that we are looking at on our screens as to how they had been working on it, and how essentially the laborers had been given no safety harnesses as well. Soil cave-in that had taken place, how they had been buried there for quite some time, and post which now we are looking at the rescue operations of the, unfortunately, the dead bodies of the laborers that is now being carried out. And one of the laborers who has lived to tell the tale of how essentially there was no safety given to them, there was absolute negligence on the part of the owners. And that is why we are looking at these images, unfortunately, of all of these laborers who have lost their life and this incident that in fact could have been avoided had there been any kind of safety equipment and basic human conditions that should have been taken into consideration by the owners, which had been completely overlooked, because of which this kind of images, these kind of sad images that we're really getting to see from Kadi now, Niranjan.
Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Priyanka. I'm staying with those pictures. Priyanka, in fact, stay with me. Let me just tell our viewers a little bit about what we know so far. 7 laborers killed. Ladies and gentlemen, these are pictures coming in from Mehsana in Gujarat. As we get to the latest, 7 laborers killed. This was after soil caved in on them at a construction site in Gujarat's Mehsana district. It appears like this was some sort of an industrial complex or a factory that was being constructed. This was near the Kadi town in Mehsana, around 37 kilometers from the district headquarters in Mehsana. Several laborers were digging a pit for an underground tank for a factory. It was a factory at Jasalpur village when loose soil caved in and buried them alive. And this has been confirmed by the inspector there at the Kadi police station, who has confirmed that at least at last count, 7 bodies were recovered and 3 to 4 others feared buried, and that a rescue operation was ongoing. All right. Thank you for that, Priyanka. We'll keep coming back to you to get an update on this subject. Those are the pictures that we are picking up from Mehsana in Gujarat.